Hey everyone, it's Ty Diaz, and try on for size. It's a little bit tricky, but then I'm going to ask you to say it too. 22, 2022. Yeah, and you are invited. We'll tell you more. Vail Valley Live starts right now.
That's right. It is 2/22/2022. We're seeing a bunch of twos all over the Vail Daily on our rundowns today. So if you have to sign any papers or write any checks, you might be like, what? How many twos? Lots of twos for your Tuesday. And there's actually a tutu party up on the mountain that's going to be gathering at 2:22 in the afternoon. Take a little minute or two to enjoy the slopes today. But we'll let you know all about that tutu party going on in today's show. Thank you for joining us. I'm Trisha Swenson, coming to you live from our Eagleville studio right here at the Vail Daily office. And then Ty Diaz is hanging out at the base of Beaver Creek. Now, we didn't get much new snow, but that was predicted. The storm is moving in. We saw a little bit overnight, 2 inches new at Vail, one over at Beaver Creek, but the bulk of this storm coming today into tomorrow. In fact, we're in a winter storm warning until Thursday at 11 a.m. But thanks for joining us this morning. We got a lot on the show today. We're going to be doing a little snow motion chairlift talk. We've got Brenda Buglione, former U.S. ski team. She's going to be talking to AJ Guinness. And then Dine and Drink. Hey, how are those New Year's resolutions going? If you need to get a little more incentive to eat healthfully, well, we've got Colorful Salad with Allie Stevens. And then Heidi Meyersman, she's going to talk about events and the spa up at the Park Hyatt, Beaver Creek. We'll have headlines, of course, your weather details, and then mountain reports, and a lot more. So we're going to get this show going. We're going to be with you for about the next hour. 7:30 to 8:30 is typically when you can find us live on Comcast Channel 17. We're also on Facebook, and we have a brand new Vail Valley Live YouTube page in case you want to hit that, subscribe, like, whatever you need to do to get reminded, all the little reminders on your phone that we are live and ready to go. You can also catch us on demand. We're on Roku, we're on Apple TV, Amazon Fire, and we're also a podcast on Spotify. So a lot of different ways to tune in with what's going on. But let's check in with Ty Diaz now and see what it's like up at the Beeve. Temperature-wise, it's not that bad. We're in the 20s. I mean, I say it's not that bad because I'm sitting in here. But Ty, how is it up there? It's not zero. Denver right now is 0 degrees.
Denver is bracing itself for something major down there, as well as the southern portions of Colorado, Tricia, as you were kind of going through the weather. And we're talking about this huge moisture band that's coming in from the Pacific Northwest, rolling in just south of us. An Arctic blast just pushing right down on top of it. As that moisture rolls just south of us, it's kind of undershooting our area, make its way to Denver. They're looking for those temperatures. But again, you call that 1 inch of snow here, still picking up those particles in our atmosphere. Temperature-wise right now, the mid-20s, according to this indicator right behind me on the signage board that also lets you know the time and other status. But yeah, we're really excited for the snow that we're getting. And I was talking with Meredith earlier, if you don't mind me continuing a little bit, where some people say, it's going to be a nice day tomorrow. The sun's going to come out. Hey, we do this here with the weather like this. When the snow's rolling in, the clouds, it's going to be a nice day. When the rain comes in, monsoon season, it's going to be a nice day. We love the weather here in the mountains.
Oh, we
26
definitely
right
do. We embrace a lot of different types of weather, because we have something to do with the snow. A lot of cities and big metropolitan areas, they're like, what? Or maybe, places like Atlanta, they don't have a lot of plows, but we embrace this kind of weather. And CDOT, they work so hard to keep everything open as best they can and stuff. So, yeah, we're excited for this storm. And Ty, we need it. It's time. We had a little bit of snow last week, 6 inches at the Beeve, 7 over at Vail, but it's time. Let's get that holiday season rolling like we did when we had those storms from Christmas Eve day all the way through New Year's.
What we're looking at right now, again, we're approaching, we have the number 2 band of moisture and snow that's coming through. This is number one that we're picking up right now. The second half of that snow band is coming through later on today. We're going to see that where a lot of people are talking about those major accumulation of snow, and even again, southern Colorado talking feet of snow. We're talking close to that before this one
Yeah.
moves on out. But yeah, February is becoming known as the snowiest month now, they say.
Yeah, February and March, so we still have a lot of season left. Hey, what are you enjoying there? What do you have in your little hand?
Ah, yes. So right here, Vail Mountain Coffee and Tea, just down the escalators from where I'm standing. They open at 7 o'clock, and I
Okay.
went with tea this morning. It is a Moroccan mint. I believe that's the one that I know was kind of caffeine riddled about maybe 3, 4 weeks ago when I was out here. Really woke me up for the show. Tell me if you noticed throughout this hour.
Okay, yeah, yeah. We'll see if we notice a change in Ty this morning. And then 9 o'clock is when the lifts open. Hey, do I see a burger on a sign behind you? What do we have behind
You
you?
know what's really important, again, when you are out here on the mountain reading your posted signs and warnings and at the base and even inside of the gondola noticing the advertisements. Right here, we're
Yeah.
noticing that a burger can be found on mountain as well as a menu. If you scan the QR code found there, and at the top of this gondola, chairlift Centennial number 6, Spruce Saddle, my old stomping grounds right there.
Oh
And
yes.
they've been known for their prime rib. They're known for their burgers, even their vegetarian options up there. And again, you can find food on mountain as well as at the base. And yes, are you hungry, Trisha, this morning? Because I thought you were like a chips and salsa person,
Oh
but you're
well,
noticing burgers this morning.
I know. I'm noticing the burger this morning. Those signs are new. Okay, so you know
Yes.
what? When we'll come back to you and we'll have you give us a full. Oh, can you move them now? Yeah, let me see these things because I like see information. That's what we all need is info. So this is perfect.
All right,
Um,
how's that?
okay, there we go. And then oh,
There's the
good.
burger.
Hey, yep. And they're telling you where to
Download
load.
this app for Beaver Creek to learn your way
Yep.
around. And then indicators letting you know which way to load the gondola, which way to load the chairlift, and
Perfect.
foot passengers only gondola entryway right here where there's a gate.
Okay. Okay, this is good stuff. All right, I like the signage. This is brand new. Okay, wait, what's the one just past where it says chairlift load? What does that say?
Oh, the extraordinary is convenience. The
Okay.
extraordinary is convenience.
Okay. Okay.
That one.
I was wondering if the women's social ski tour was going on again. So many
Yeah,
things were
usually you'll
dropped during
find that sign
COVID.
here, but I don't see it posted yet.
Yeah, they may not be doing it this year. That was kind of a COVID kill. They had to drop that last year and stuff. So, okay, well, Ty, I'm glad we're getting information. We're gathering data. Oh, and don't forget the bottom of the screen here. That's the crawl. Those are the groomers for Vail Mountain. Ty, Beaver Creek doesn't upload theirs until like we're already started the show. So we'll let you know during the show what's been groomed on Vail and Beaver Creek. Oh, you know what? Here they've got it up now. President Ford's upper that was groomed last night, and that was on the hotline. I went skinning last night over on Arrowhead. After the
Wow.
lifts closed, I called the
Yeah.
hotline. They told me what to do. No, absolutely no dogs at any time, open or closed. But I don't have a dog, so I don't worry about that. But yeah. So I knew
What
that
is
they were
that
gonna.
like? What
What?
is that like? Evening time skinning on the mountain. What is that like?
Well, it's great. It's very quiet, very peaceful, and I forgot my headlamp, so I was chasing daylight, getting up there, and then luckily I got down in one piece, But
How do you get
headlamps.
down after skinning up?
Oh, then I just go down the same run. So I took Cresta up,
So you
Cresta
skin back
down.
down?
Well, you peel the skins off. Ty, we'll have to take you. Me and Hovey will take you up there. Maybe you can borrow Hovey's split board.
You keep offering me Hobie's belongings. Why don't you guys come back to me? I'll give Kobe a call right now.
Okay, yeah, we'll make sure it's okay. All right, we're gonna take I want to give you the more details on the weather right now. This weather and mountain report brought to you by the outlets at Silverthorne. So we are in a winter storm warning, and this is going to be from now until 11 a.m. on Thursday. So yesterday it was just cloud cover and really nothing to mention. Just a little bit of flurries kind of overnight. We got the 1 inch new at Beaver Creek, 2 inches new at Vail. And my husband made this drive this morning really, really early, and he said that the roads are pretty tricky going over Vail Pass, and we'll give you a road report in just a moment. But we're going to be seeing 80% chance of showers going on today, 90% tonight, and then your Wednesday, 100% chance of showers, patchy blowing snow as well. Temperature-wise, we'll just stay kind of in the mid-20s for most of the day today and tomorrow, maybe almost reaching 30 by Wednesday, and maybe 2 to 4 inches possible today, tonight, another 1 to 3, another 2 to 4 on Wednesday. Open snow is saying possibly, by the end of Wednesday, maybe 8 total. And then maybe a little bit more lingering into our Thursday, 3 inches new. Even Friday could see still a touch of this. So this storm system is going to be with us for quite a while. We'll clear a little bit on Thursday night before having a slight chance of snow showers, maybe about 30% on Friday. So temperature-wise, once again in the 20s, low 30s. We're not going to see the sun for a while, so you're going to want to wear the light lenses to help you see the flat light is what we call it on the cloudy days. So that's what you're going to want. And then train and lift status. Hey, we are 97% open at Vail. I told you about the crawl. That's at the bottom of the screen here. Oh, North Star. Oh, they groomed blue ox today. That's one of my favorites. That's a black diamond over by Chair 10 on the eastern side of Vail Mountain. So you could go up 6, take mid 6, the catwalk down. Oh, you get a good groomer today with that black diamond. Game Creek Bowl, Lost Boy, one of my other favorite runs. I go from the extremes. I go from the greens to the black diamonds. But over at Beaver Creek, like I mentioned, they don't do their grooming report till later in the morning. But when I did look at it, we got President Ford's upper in honor of President's Day yesterday. That one was groomed for you. I always look for which black diamonds have been groomed. So that's pretty cool. But they are 98% open over at Beaver Creek. So pretty much everything is open for you. Just a few maybe surface lifts or just some lifts that, no one really goes to. So we're looking good on both locations. So that's a quick look at the weather. When we come back, we're going to give you, and the weather, once again, brought to you by the Alatus Authority. When we come back, we're going to give you headlines for 2/2/22, and we're also going to give you a look at the roads.
Winter is coming, and you can enjoy every minute with Outside Plus, your membership to the outdoors. Whether you're exploring the backcountry or your local trails, Outside Plus has you covered. With expert advice on gear, product discounts, premium access to Outside TV and the Gaia GPS app, and inspiring content delivered from the most respected names in the outdoors. Become an Outside Plus member today to get free tickets and VIP access to this year's Warren Miller film. Join at warrenmiller.com/Outside Plus.
In the extraordinary, we're free to discover more together. Experience it for yourself this winter. Get your lift tickets today.
You deserve more from your steak. You deserve the only steak that's guaranteed to be perfect every single time. At Omaha Steaks, we're delivering old school quality with a now school mentality. That means aging every steak for tenderness, carefully hand carving, and obsessing over every last detail, so you never second guess a single bite. For a limited time, get 4 free chicken breasts and 4 free pork chops with your order. Go to omahasteaks.com/TV today. You deserve this.
Time now to take a look at what made headlines in the Vail Daily for 2/2/22. It is February 22nd of the year 2022. So kind of fun with the numbers today. But on the cover, one smart cookie, Jordan Ionoff, she's 10 years old. She gets Girl Scout cookie boxes put on to attract business Saturday in Vail Village from Troop 55335, which is made up of Eagle Valley Elementary School second graders. The Girl Scouts received less cookies than normal this year due to supply chain issues. So, wow, if you can find someone with a couple of boxes of cookies, become their friends. You can try some Samoyas and trefoils, Thin Mints.
We
They're-
just bought
they're
some
a
at
hot
City
ticket.
Market.
What?
We just bought some at City Market.
Oh, Meredith said she just bought some at City Market. And I love the entrepreneurial spirit. They'll do that. They'll set up shop right outside City Market or right at the base of Bridge Street when you're coming off the slopes. So you'll find them. You may just not be able to buy as many boxes as you normally could. But big headlines for today. Tesla is coming to Gypsum. The electric car company pulls building permit for a $5.2 million sales service and delivery center in Gypsum near the airport, and they hope to break ground in May. So this is exciting news for a new business coming to Eagle County. Also in today's news, the soul of snowboarding. Banked slalom events returning to Colorado in a big way this spring. You can find out about some of these fun competitions and where they're going to be offered throughout Colorado on page A2. Also in today's news, eco groups join Eagle County in the Rail Line Challenge. New line in Utah could put lots of oil next to Colorado River through the western part of the state. Learn more about this on page A4. And also in today's paper, Avon to review concept plans for housing project. So Swift Gulch Housing developer could bring over 40 new units to the town. We talk a lot about housing issues, especially employee housing, so this could be providing a bit of a solution on 8/12. You can grab your newspaper in newspaper boxes all throughout the Vail Valley, from East Vail down to Gypsum, or just go online at vaildaily.com. We'll give you some details on what's going on. You can sign up for their newsletters, entertainment newsletters, and breaking news such as road conditions and road closures. And speaking of roads, we've got pretty clear skies right now. Visibility is good out on the roads, but the roads are a little bit slick. We did get 2 inches new reported at Vail Mountain, 1 over at Beaver Creek. So allow a little more extra time to get to where you need to go this morning, mostly on the side streets. The interstate is looking good right now, but my husband drove to Denver this morning bright and early. Not bright, it was actually pitch dark, but he told me that it was kind of sketchy going over Vail Pass into Silverthorne and everything. So yeah, we'll give you road ideas during the day, and we'll check in with the roads because we could maybe even see a little change throughout the show. So right now, the interstate flowing nicely, and those side streets are what you're going to want to worry about. But with the kids out of school this week, we may not have as much of that morning rush getting to and fro. So just slow it down, allow plenty of room between you and the car ahead of you, and that's what we're looking at for today. Hey, but I want to thank Vail Mountain Coffee and Tea for providing us with these headlines, and Ty had just stopped in to get some tea. They have their location in Beaver Creek near Centennial Lift, or you can go to their roastery, and that is over by Minturn. But hey, let's check in with Ty and see where he is. I gotta tell him something. We've got a new little place to stop to eat on Vail Mountain. Hey, so Ty, you know the basic
Yes.
cheer too,
Yes.
Avanti Express, and then that
At
Black
Vail.
Forest, over at Vail. It used to be the Black Forest Race Arena, then it turned to Epic Mix Racing, and now it's the the skills area for ski school and snowboard school. Well, at the base, they have they brought back the coop, which serves up chicken tenders, chicken sandwiches, and it's right there by Chair 2. And they've got a couple other little snacks. And then there's outdoor seating and indoor seating. You probably get your Gatorades and some water there, maybe even a brewski. But they're going to be open on weekends, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, 10:30 to 2:30. And so that's a good grab and go place, especially if you can't get into some of the cafeterias that require reservations or proof of vaccination. So just another choice for you over on Vail Mountain. So I was like, I got to tell Ty about the coop.
I think that's a great idea, and I hope they've got some Frank's hot sauce over there because I put that expletive on everything. And I love a good chicken sandwich. And Cameron and I were talking about that the other day, and when he and I were on the show, and I believe that was Sunday, there's supposed to be a Black Hawk helicopter landing at the top of Share 2. Yeah. We gave Cameron a dual assignment. 1, go and check that out, report back to us. 2, grab a chicken sandwich, report back to us. We have to check in with Cameron on that as far as anyone who's been in that area lately.
Well, I saw proof that he was up at the Black Hawk helicopter landing. I saw the Instagram video, and it was so funny because when it landed, like he was, working with his gloves or mittens on the ground so he could, and his mittens and his poles just got blown like 100 yards down the hill because of.
So he's a skier.
Yeah. So I know we did that, but I did not see any proof of the chicken sandwich. So we'll have to see if you can chime in on that.
We do need that proof. It's so funny because you mentioned earlier when you're reporting in the newspaper, cookies and snowboarding, and that's the vicinity that I'm hanging out in right now. So let's kind of share with everyone. We've got the beginner snowboarding lesson for the little ones with the magic carpet right there. There's your signage letting you know that this is where the children's meeting for snowboarding for their ski lessons for the day. Just in the middle of 2 gondolas, the one behind me over here brings you to the new beginner terrain right by the Park Hyatt, to which I have goals this morning to get inside of the Park Hyatt to discover what's going on with them. But also in this area, the other Centennial Gondola location and the chocolate chip cookies. This is where they're found at the end of the day. Have you had the chocolate chip cookies this year yet, Trisha?
You know what? I had it when they did the cookie competition that day when they had it. So, because sometimes I'm not always ending my day over here. Sometimes I end my day over at Arrowhead or Bachelor Gulch and leave the beam.
I love Arrowhead and Broken Arrow.
I miss the cookies. The cookies. So, Broken Arrow.
Yes, I love it over there. But this area, again, as far as lessons are concerned, and especially for the little ones, I mean, we have our pro athletes. We were watching Beijing 2022. And for a lot of those athletes, especially if they've trained with Ski and Snowboard Club Vail, they started at about this high. And Trisha, you probably started skiing at a very young age too, right?
Well, you know what? I started skiing in Minnesota, and I was about 11, and I never had lessons or anything, but I used to teach there. I used to teach right on the magic carpet, and then if they graduated up, we'd go to the next level, and then we'd go up to the upper greens. So I spent many hours right there.
And to book your lessons, if you're looking for that for adults and children's, log on to beavercreek.com. You can click the link Lessons and Rentals and find all the details that you need to know right there and everything that you need to acquire. You can also browse the type of lessons that you're looking forward to, and plenty can be offered to you, as well as Bevo programs, which I think Meredith used to be a part of Devo programs coming up. And there's also something called a Bring a Friend program. So, kind of get out and explore your lessons today. And who knows who your little ones in lessons may grow up to become as far as maybe a future Olympian.
I know. You never know. You never know who you're going to tie. Hey, Ty, we're getting a little chat. Ross Tafari is saying hello.
Oh, yeah, Ross, up in Leadville. Ross, thank you for watching Vail Valley Live up in Leadville. And how's the weather out there? Because, I mean, with this coming in, the temperature difference and the snow level difference in Leadville, it's a whole other world up there.
I know. Hey, so Ty, we're starting to see some little flakes here. Oh, and then what did Madison say? I heard a rumor they're doing early morning cookies. Madison, you know what? I think that's on special occasions. I don't think it's every day, but I think it's on like Valentine's Day, President's Day, maybe some busy Saturdays, maybe St. Patty's Day. Yeah, so Madison, we'll make sure to keep an eye out for cookie platters and the chef hats there. So, okay. All right, Ty. Well, hey, all right. So, we're all sucked in. We've got the lifts opening in a little over an hour. 9 a.m. to 4 are the lift hours over at Beaver Creek. 8:30 to 3:30 are the hours for Vail. So, hey, we're going to take it to a break. Oh, Rodney says, I'm vaccinated 3 times and will bring my cards. No need to run if you see me. All right. Rodney, we're in the fresh air. We're not even worried. Okay. All right. Well, let's take it to a break. When we come back, we'll have a lot more coming up on Vail Valley Live.
You are an electric vehicle. Electricity powers your heart. Want to feel your heartbeat faster? Drive an electric car. where the loudest sound is the beat of your electric heart. This is the new Nissan.
Maui Jim sunglasses were born on the beaches of Hawaii, designed to respond to the bright sun and harsh glare of the islands, all while enhancing the view. After 30 years, we're still independently owned, and the free-thinking Hawaiian spirit that first inspired us is still a part of everything we do. Our Polarized Plus 2 lenses not only protect eyes from harmful rays, they also make colors more vivid and contrast crisper. Try on a pair and see for yourself. The view's better from here.
We get out, fire it up, hook big ones. We get out and rip it, and we track them down. So crack a Mountain Dew, get out and do.
Love is the theme all month at Nap Harvest, and they invite you to experience their love of food, flowers, and bees. Pick up a delicious dinner and dessert for your Valentine. Grab jewelry for a friend and bath salts for yourself, and show your love for the planet with fill and refill. Nap Harvest, your indoor farmers market, open 7 days a week.
This Weather and Mountain Report is brought to you by Betteridge. Fine jewelry and watches with exceptional service since 1897, located in Solaris.
We're just seeing some light snow falling in Beaver Creek right now where Ty Diaz is standing, but our temperatures in the upper teens, 20s, feels kind of warmer than what we've experienced the last several weeks. And we're not going to reach that high, just in the upper 20s for today, back down into the teens for tonight, and that we are in a winter storm warning from now until 11 a.m. on Thursday. So according to the National Weather Service, we're going to have an 80% chance of snow showers today. Total daytime accumulation, maybe 2 to 4 possible, and then overnight, another 1 to 3, and then tomorrow, another 2 to 4. Open Snow says maybe we could get 8 inches throughout here Tuesday, Thursday, and even into Friday, a little bit of that lingering also. And that is for Beaver Creek, same for Vail is what they're kind of calling for. So really snow, blowing snow. We could see blowing snow, especially on Wednesday, and then Wednesday night starting to taper off just a little bit as we wind down this winter storm warning that ends once again at 11 a.m. on Thursday, according to the National Weather Service. And then we have a chance, more showers coming in on Friday, about a 30% chance after Thursday night, a little bit of clearing, an overnight low of 3 degrees. Right now, Denver is at 0 degrees. So I think a lot of this storm is going to be affecting the metro area, which is why so many people that if they had flights coming in or leaving today, I know United had contacted one of my friends and she had flexible travel plans, so she was able to change her tickets. So it could be a crazy day in the metro area and DIA. For what's happening with our weather throughout the state. Now, terrain-wise, we are almost fully open at Vail and Beaver Creek. Pay attention to the crawl that runs at the bottom of our screen. That is Vail's grooming report. I know they groomed Blue Walks today, one of my favorite black diamond runs over by Chair 10 on the eastern side. And then Beaver Creek, they didn't have their, they never have their report ready by the time we start the show. So what I do is during the show, I'll just flip it up and look at a few and let you know some of my recommendations. I let you know that President Ford's upper was groomed in the last 24 hours. If you're going to be over on those upper greens, Red Buffalo, Piney, Powell, those will be groomed for you this morning. Nothing's groomed over by Talons. They are going to get that thing bumped out for this weekend. And that leads us into some things we want to talk about with Beaver Creek right after this road report. So we've got our road cams now. We'll let you know what it looks like out on the roads. And it's not too bad on the interstate right now. The side streets, when I drove in, I could tell those were a little slick this morning with the 2 inches new at Vail. So you can see the interstate on that main Vail exit and then the side street on the left-hand side on that lower screen. So that's what the side streets are looking like. The interstates are okay right now, but we expect those conditions to deteriorate quite a bit. And my husband made the drive over Vail Pass earlier this morning. He said it was not fun. So make sure you allow plenty of time to get to Denver because they're going to see a lot of stormy conditions in Denver as well. So here's a couple looks up at like at the top of Vail Pass. So you can see even the camera has a lot of snow on it, but they've got the little tracks in between, and people need to like slow it down, especially through areas like Dow Junction. Allow plenty of distance between you and the cars ahead of you. And keep in mind the traction law is in effect up over Vail Pass for commercial vehicles, but passenger vehicles need to make sure that they've got good tread on their vehicles as well. You can actually get a fine, and it's a pretty hefty fine for having bad tires. Bald tires. If you don't even know what that means, go to a tire shop right now, and they can do the penny test, they can do the quarter test, and they can check your tread depth and see if you're going to be okay to go out there. But slow it down. That's probably the biggest word of advice from Colorado State Patrol. But let's bring it out to Ty right now, who's standing by in Beaver Creek, see if the snow has picked up any more since the last time I talked. Oh, it looks like a little bit more snow. But Ty, we've got what do you got going on back there? What's happening?
We have some movement. We have some activity. And like you're saying, being cautious when it comes to being out in the weather on the roads, that's one thing. But how about exploring the terrain and the weather conditions before you get into your class lessons, before the lifts open, before 9 o'clock now? That's what we're finding. Families making their way outside. Some are meeting their instructors. We have instructors over here doing a little bit of a terrain assessment as well. And in our atmosphere, you're talking about snow. It's starting to get heavier. It's starting to build up, and we're starting to lose some upper visibility of the mountains just off to the west of me. So let's take a look at that as we're all preparing for what's to come. And again, the last 24 hours, the snowfall, Tricia, what was that report again? Vail and Beaver Creek?
Yeah, so Vail 2 and then Beaver Creek 3. Now that was taken at about 5:30 in the morning, so that might be a little bit more. And through the next couple of days, we could get well over a foot at Beaver Creek, nearly a foot, just a little over. Yeah, bring it on, bring it on. And so, now way over on the right-hand side of your screen, I could see Larkspur Bowl, Loco, Lupine, Shooting Star. Those 3 runs are a part of the Talents Challenge, which I believe Meredith is going to be doing either Saturday or Sunday. You can do it either day. You can't do half one day and half the other. You got to do it all in one shot, but they're giving you a choice on which day to do it. And look at this.
People return every season for this one. We're talking Black Diamond, double Black Diamond runs early in the morning, all for the goal of the reward at the end of the day, to get your name on that board for accomplishing this. The attempts, and some, Tricia, as you know, have attempted the terrain twice in a single day.
Yes.
And then the after party, bragging rights, opera. It's all the spectacle. The locals race. But I tell you what, skiers and boarders alike are out there. And we're talking about, beginners, beginners at this challenge, not like at skiing and boarding, but definitely have the ability level to sign up for this and to tackle the Black and double Black Diamond runs. But bragging rights for this one, Talents Challenge in Beaver Creek, this has been going on for years.
Oh, it has. I think we're at the 19th annual Talents Challenge, and and you do have all day. So I don't want to discourage people from not doing it, but I would say if you haven't skied a Black Diamond run before, or if you're not used to bumps, it might be a long day. You might need some hot tubbing, some Advil, a dark beer, a microbrew that's at 12% alcohol or something to help.
It'll loosen you up. It'll help.
no, that'd be after. That'd be after. You might need the beer and the Advil and the hot tub after and everything. But Saturday and Sunday it benefits SOS Outreach, so we're excited for this coming back again, and we're glad that they have it. And they give you the lanyards, and then it has all 14 runs listed on there. So they enlist the SOS. Kids, the kids that are in the program, they keep you honest. You can't lie that you already did ruffled grouse or something. Don't lie. Show good character when you're doing this. And but that should be a lot of fun this week. And then Ty, also going on today, it's Ski with a Ranger Day on your Tuesday, your 2/22/2022 Tuesday. So this is going to be from 1 to 2:30. You just go up the gondola right there behind you, Centennial, and then you take Cinch Express, and right there at Red Buffalo, Express, and that's where you meet your volunteer Forest Service ranger. And this is in conjunction with Walking Mountains. And I did this a couple years ago, Ty, and it's amazing when you think about, the U.S. Forest Service land that we ski on, and the different rules about that, and then the different animals that stick around. Not everything flies south for the winter, and not everything hibernates. So
that
it's
is so true.
kind of cool. Cool to see who's
It's
still
an
out there.
educational experience. It sounds like a lot of fun. And again, that's happening at 1:30 today, 1 o'clock today.
Yeah, 1:30
And-
to the 2:30, just an hour.
And what's really cool about that on a Tutu Tuesday, how about wearing a tutu
Yeah.
while skiing with a ranger today? That's a theme over at Vail, but let it carry its way into Beaver Creek as well. Wear a tutu in Beaver Creek as well today.
Yeah, so the Vail Daily got word from someone named Trexler Hearn, and he said,
Oh, yeah, I know Trexler.
okay, yeah, so he said,
I grew up with
hey,
him, actually.
I think we should do this. And Tuesday is 2/22/22. Why not wear a tutu? So we're calling it Tutu Tuesdays, and they're going to meet everyone up at Steady's Deck. And this is named after Dr. Stedman from the Stedman Philippon. He's put back together a lot of athletes and a lot of locals in his years. So from Avanti Chair 2, working your way down the Eagle's Nest Ridge to the top of Eagle's Nest, that's where you'll find Steady's Deck. And it'll be right on the left-hand side. Oh, yeah, and Meredith is queuing up some footage for us. Look at this beautiful day. And so you can gather earlier if you want. And this is the snow skate. I love it. You can take the snow skate out today. You can take whatever you want. And then wear your tutu and come on out. And he said at 2:22 p.m. in the afternoon is when they'll really gather, and you probably do your ski down. After that, the lifts do close at 3:30, but he just said this is just a way to spread happiness with this little event that they have going on. So, Ty, sounds kind of fun.
Trisha Swenson, there's more to the Trexler Hearn story and this Tutu Tuesday. And I used to
Really?
work with his mother over in Line Said before she had him, when she was carrying him. Today is Trexler Hearn's birthday. Happy birthday, Trexler Hearn.
Whoa, that is crazy. 2/22/22. Trexler,
It's his
happy
birthday
birthday.
today.
Okay, yeah. So he said all are welcome. All you must do is to ski and be you. He says you don't even have to ski with me, but I won't say no if you want to. So just head up the hill and share your passion and inspirations with the community around you. So Ty, if you got the day off, there it is, Steady's Deck. Go to Steady's Deck and check it out. And it's a beautiful deck too, just nice large
is.
deck. That's a beautiful deck. Okay, perfect. So 2/22/22 tutu party. Maybe you have to.
Birthday party.
Yeah, it's a birthday party for Trexler.
He's a Pisces, just like me.
You know what he
And
says
a lot
that
of you watching.
he says that he goes, we're moving into the time of Pisces, the time of water. So what is snow but the most beautiful form of crystallized water? So
Yes,
all right.
I agree with him.
I agree. We agree. Hope you have a good party up there, Trexler, on 2/22/22. Okay, all right. Should we take it to a break, Meredith?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, we're going to do it. Ty, we'll see you in a little
Go to
bit.
the Park Hyatt. Got
Okay,
some
yeah.
people to talk to.
Okay, he's going to go to the Park Hyatt. Yeah, we're going to learn more about the Park Hyatt with Ty Diaz. He's stopping by to learn about their spa and some of their events.
In the extraordinary, we're free to discover more together. Experience it for yourself this winter. Get your lift tickets today.
Vail Valley Live outerwear provided by Skea Limited.
Get more information at VailYetiHockey.com. Go Yeti!
It's 5 a.m. and
I feel like I can do anything.
We've got apples and cabbage,
7,000 dahlias,
vegetables, and
brisket for dinner.
This is my happy place.
We've been coming here since 1868.
My grandmother used to say,
"Don't call me, don't bother me, I'm going out to mow."
There's a lot of cushy desk jobs out there, but
I make the earth take the shape that I want it to take.
There are millions of ways to make the most of your land. Learn how to make the most of yours at Deere.com.
This Weather and Mountain Report is brought to you by Live Sotheby's International Realty, Colorado's leading real estate firm. Contact their Vail Valley broker professionals today to help you live the life you love.
All right, time to take a look at the weather again. We are in a winter storm warning from now all the way till Thursday morning at 11 a.m. So this is just beginning, folks. We did get 2 inches new of snow on Vail Mountain reported early this morning, 1 inch over at Beaver Creek. So maybe a little bit more has fallen at the higher elevations. We're just starting to see a little bit more of it come down here in Eagle Vale. We can see it flying where Ty Diaz is standing by at Beaver Creek. Now, temperature-wise, it is 0 degrees in Denver, and they are going to get hammered by this storm as well. In fact, they could even see a few more difficulties than we do, you know, DIA, the airport, that sort of thing. But right now, we are seeing temperatures anywhere from 21 in Eagle, 22 in Edwards, Avon 21, and then we're seeing anything from the upper teens to low 20s in Vail right here on the screen. Now our high today will be right around 27 degrees. We'll drop back down to the teens tonight and then almost reach 30 for tomorrow for your Wednesday. And then Wednesday night, we'll start to see things cool down a little bit more. We'll be in the single digits. And then we'll start to see just a little break in the action on Friday. But then we have another chance, about a 30% chance of showers by Friday into Friday night. So, and then it looks like by Saturday, we'll get some sunshine in the afternoon, and Sunday will be sunny again with a high of around 38. So that's a quick look at what's going on with the weather. Snow totals could range anywhere from getting maybe 3 today, and then the bulk of this storm into the Wednesday, and then a little bit more lingering for Thursday, and possibly a little bit more on Friday. So Open Snow is calling for possibly 17 inches in the next 5 days, and then for Vail, maybe 13 inches in the next 5 days. It's kind of interesting to see how storms will favor one mountain resort over the other. But we are open and ready for business for you at Vail in about 15 minutes. They'll open their lifts at 8:30, and we'll pull the crawl up for you so you can see what's been groomed in the last 24 hours on Vail Mountain. And keep in mind, now you'll maybe see a little corduroy today, but when we have these storms that roll through, they're going to be covered. But it's kind of fun to sometimes ski a groomer that has fresh snow on top of it. And over at Beaver Creek, we don't have their grooming report because they don't send it out early enough for us to put it on before the show starts. So what I've do is I've been looking at a few things that are going on. If you're going to be skiing over at Arrowhead today, well, we're going to have a few lifts or a few runs for you. We'll have Cresta and Little Brave for you over there. And then Sawbuck and Cabin Fever, Gunders and Roughlock are my groomers of the choice over at Bachelor Gulch. I love Roughlock. That's the one that my nieces and nephews call bridges and tunnels, because you literally are going under roads and over. It's just such a fun run. So maybe put that on your list. And then don't forget about Mccoy Park. We just opened that up. That is the 250-acre expansion up at the Beaver, and it's so serene back there. In fact, their names are called like Serenity and Harmony and Exploration. So it's a really cool place. They just opened it up, a little over a month ago. So we're happy to have that new area of the Beaver open for you. But hey, we want to let you know about one of our Vail Valley locals, Brenda Buglione. She was on the U.S. women's ski team. She has a show called Snow Motion. We always like to catch up with her on her chairlift interviews. Here she is interviewing U.S. ski team athlete AJ Guinness.
Born and raised in Greece to a family of skiers, AJ first made the World Cup as a member of the U.S. ski team. Now skiing for his homeland, AJ is climbing the slalom ranks and recently scored Greece's first ever World Cup points. Let's catch up with him on the chairlift. Today's Snow Motion chairlift interview is with AJ Guinness, Greek World Cup ski racer. We're so lucky to have AJ on our show today.
Thanks for having me, Brenda.
So you were born in Greece?
Yeah, so grew up in Greece, learned how to ski there. My dad ran a ski school, and my family was just a very ski-oriented family. Our vacations revolved around going to the Alps for skiing, and my dad loved it, obviously my mom loved it, my brother loved it, so we just were the ski family from Greece. And when I turned 12, my dad got a gig in Austria working for Fischer, the ski company. And
that you're still with.
That I'm still with. And then, yeah, eventually I moved with him to Austria, and I lived in Austria for the fall and winter terms of school, and I learned how to speak German, and I also enrolled in a little ski club there, in Ski Club Kaprun, and that was my first time actually ski racing, and I absolutely fell in love with it, and kind of the rest is kind of history.
Now, well, this is kind of neat that you went back to your roots and have some financial support from the country.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, skiing for Greece was kind of growing up, that was always my dream. I mean, you know, I grew up skiing in Greece, I grew up following Greek sports. I grew up in Greece when we hosted the Olympics back in '04, so kind of going back was a dream of mine all along. And being able to score the first World Cup points for the nation of Greece in the first World Cup. That happened this year.
AJ was 11th at
in Flachau, Austria. And that was just a dream come true right there.
That must have been such an exciting moment to score points, World Cup points for the country of Greece.
Yeah, that was awesome because, I mean, for me it was just an amazing result. It was a good day of skiing. And then to go home on the ride home and just like have this outpour of support.
Well, I think that what you're doing is so brave, and you're out there saying, I can do this regardless of anything, you know, and you're reaching out for support from other people, but you're really out there, you're bare, you're out there and saying, I can do this, and you know, challenging yourself.
We had a lot of support again from a lot of companies and also a lot of other teams. I mean, the US team helped us out a lot, the Russian team, the Canadians, the Swiss team, the British team. So early on it was kind of, we'd get to training with the Russian team, for example, and be like, oh wow, like what have we gotten ourselves into? You know, it's just me and Sandy, and they, you know, they have coaches, plenty of coaches, technicians, everything.
And you're doing it all on your own.
Yeah, just a two-man team, and then kind of as the year went by, and we, you know, started getting good results and good runs, and you know, we were showing what we could on the World Cup circuit. Everything got a lot easier for us.
You've had some loyal companies that have been behind you. Let's talk about them.
So yeah, I've had two of them are right here, Cliff Bar and T2, and they've supported me most of my ski racing career. T2's been with me since I was on the D team, on the US team as a 17-year-old.
Oh, it's pretty cool.
And
it's such a great foundation.
Yeah, it's such a great foundation. It's awesome that they've been with me for these 9 years of me trying to make it. And then Cliff Bar was a really big support of me. They've stood with me through injuries, good seasons, bad seasons. So yeah, just incredible companies run by incredible people. This year was a really good starter season for me and my team. I mean, we had a very limited budget, and we made it work with a limited budget. But for next year, I'm kind of going to try and kind of like smooth off the edges, and I want to do everything the best way we can. So we're looking to add on and see what the spring brings us.
Well, I know so many people are cheering for you, and I know that I feel lucky to have the coach you had,
yes.
Ian Lockhead.
Ian's been amazing. I mean, he was my coach from my first D team year, and we kind of moved up together as the years went. So we went from D team to Europe Cup to eventually World Cup. And that was just incredible. First of all, he made me ski very fast. I was a good skier, and he made me a really, really good skier. And second of all, he's just an incredible guy who's helped me with everything that I've come across.
Well, I know some big stars in the world of skiing that have said, wow, AJ skiing, he was in the green, and that means that you're winning the run, but that shows that you have the potential.
No, I really appreciate that. I I think we have a high gear. Hopefully in the off season we can work on my inconsistencies and come back better next year.
We get to go skiing with you right now. Let's go make some turns.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Sounds good.
For all my ski tips and chairlift interviews, subscribe to Snow Motion on YouTube and follow me on Instagram at Brenda Buglione1 and Facebook at Snow Motion TV.
Look your best with fashions from the outlets at Silverthorne. Mountains of brands to suit your style with savings up to 70% off every day. Don't forget to pick up a VIP savings card from the Colorado Welcome Center for even more discounts. Become an Elite Rewards member and earn amazing gifts. Outlets at Silverthorne, located 30 minutes east of Vail, exit 205 on I-70.
Treat your dog to delicious, nutritious dog food. Specialty items and high-quality gear for dogs who love to get outside and play. Do-it-yourself dog washing and grooming services now available. Mountain Canine, the dog-friendliest shop in the Vail Valley.
Winter is coming, and you can enjoy every minute with Outside Plus, your membership to the outdoors. Whether you're exploring the backcountry or your local trails, Outside Plus has you covered. With expert advice on gear, product discounts, premium access to Outside TV and the Gaia GPS app, and inspiring content delivered from the most respected names in the outdoors. Become an Outside Plus member today to get free tickets and VIP access to this year's Warren Miller film. Join at warrenmiller.com/Outside Plus.
It's amazing. He's talking about motorcycle insurance, and people love it. Of course, they love the savings they're going to get with Geico, but it goes beyond that.
You deserve to save.
Heard that before.
You deserve to save.
I know.
I need you to hear me. You deserve to save.
I deserve to save.
I mean, he has a way of making you feel seen.
Bundle car and motorcycle insurance and save at geico.com.
This Weather and Mountain Report is brought to you by Carrots Jewelers, creating heirlooms for over 50 years.
We're still seeing temperatures right around the teens, low 20s, all throughout the Vail Valley. Down in Denver, Denver's now at 1 degree above zero. They were 0 for most of the show today. So interesting thing that's going on with the weather, and they're going to see quite a bit of it down on the Front Range. Wow, look at this. This is West Vail. We looked at this about 45 minutes ago, and you can really see that the clouds have really sucked in our views. We're seeing more snow starting to fall. I-70 looking pretty good right now, but once you start going up Vail Pass, traction law in effect, and passenger vehicles need to have their chains on, that sort of thing. So that's going to be a big thing. A lot of truckers will be stopped on the side of the roads, on the chain station areas, getting ready to make that trek up and over Vail Pass, east and westbound. And then the travel down on the valley floor, a little tricky on the side roads especially. We did get 2 inches new at Vail, 1 over at Beaver Creek. So wherever that fell on some of the side streets, the neighborhoods, that's going to be hindering your little drive this morning into work or maybe into the slopes. Maybe you got this whole week off and you're enjoying Vail and Beaver Creek. Now we do have a winter storm warning from now all the way until Thursday at 11 a.m. And according to OpenSnow.com, we could see accumulations a little bit around maybe 3 inches today at Beaver Creek, 2 at Vail, and then 8 for Beaver Creek and 8 for Vail, and then even Thursday, seeing just a little bit of that snow starting to linger. So really cool to see fresh snow coming back to the valley. And temperature-wise, pretty much we're going to stay in the 20s for the next couple of days for the daytime highs. Teens overnight, Tuesday and Wednesday, but single digits for Thursday and Friday and Saturday. Could even dip below 0. And then by Sunday, it looks like we could see some more sunshine, but that's a ways out. So let's just concentrate on the next couple of days. Now, when we do have these kind of conditions, We're about 97% open at Vail, 98% open at Beaver Creek. We've got the crawl running for you at the bottom of the screen so you can see what is groomed in the last 24 hours. For these conditions, you want to make sure that you're using the goggles that have the light lens, something for a cloudy day, not the dark lens for the bright sunny days. If you have two pairs of goggles or the goggles that have the interchangeable lenses, definitely choose the right one today. And even though the back bowls are fun, they're a little bit harder. The big, wide open back bowls on days like today. Maybe someplace like yonder trees would be okay. Or if you can get yourself back to Blue Sky Basin, plenty of trees in that area, but just getting there, having those wide open bowls, visibility can be a little tricky. So sometimes it's nice to just stay on the front side on a day like today over at the Beaver, over at Vail. Speaking of the Beaver, are we ready to talk to Ty?
Yeah.
Okay, great. We're going to take it over to Ty. He is with Heidi at the Park Hyatt, Beaver Creek, learning more about events and activities and weddings that you can plan this summer.
Mr. Swenson, thank you very
Hi.
much. I spend a lot of time here at the Park Hyatt. I do the operate thing here, go to the lounge over here, maybe play pool, do 8100 dining, but there's a lot of opportunities to discover more at the Park Hyatt, and I'm here with Heidi to tell us more. And I've never been to this part of the building before. There's a whole area that you could rent if you're a part of a group or a wedding, especially. There are just a whole quarter of just suites. Good morning, Heidi. How are you this morning? So what am I talking about? You could rent a whole quarter of suites here.
You can. We were just chatting about the wedding season being back in full swing. And
They're
actually,
back.
For 2022, we're way ahead of pace. We have several weekends still remaining in the fall. And other than that, we have a lot of wedding demand, I think, in Vail Valley, primarily because of all the people that had to move their weddings from 19 and 20, and sometimes 21 into 22. So we have a few dates left in 2022. We're primarily focused on booking 2023. But one of the new offerings is this corridor over here, which is 7 rooms, including 3 suites, that you can purchase as part of your wedding block, and you can just take over the whole West Wing.
You can take over the whole West Wing. Here's what you want to do if you're paying attention right now, Vail Valley Live, and in our chat corner, you want to note this. It's called Village Wide, a play on words.
Yes. So Beaver Creek Resort Company launched a website recently called Beaver Creek Village Wide, which is the play on citywides, because we're really our own destination
Yes,
here.
very true.
It's
Look
a
at this.
collaboration with all of the lodging properties for groups that previously thought that they maybe were too big to come to the Vail Valley.
Right.
We're very lucky here in that Fort Hall is the largest ballroom in Vail Valley. We have a lot of groups that are interested in that space. And now with this collaboration and the incentives that Beaver Creek Resort Company is launching for programs in the spring and fall, they can have an amazing experience, and that's a nice shot
It's
of people
amazing.
taking over the village.
Just look at it.
Taking over the golf course, and really it's kind of fun because a lot of people don't know that Beaver Creek Village fits inside the MGM Grand.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and I'm including the golf course.
Okay, you're definitely blowing my mind thinking about this. Because is that the MGM Grand?
Yes,
as
in Las
in,
Vegas.
yes.
So our entire
Holy
village
cow.
with all of our lodging properties fits inside that footprint, same square footage, and inside of that, and everyone that's been here recently in the summertime knows about the Village Green and all of the activations we do around that. So that's a lot of fun, a lot of live music, and that comes as part of the package for people visiting Beaver Creek Village.
When we think about this again, we're inside right now, but this conversation should be outside where it all happens too. But again, right in this nice little resort pod of Beaver Creek, MGM Grand level, but as an indoor-outdoor experience.
Right. And we always joke that people, when we're walking them through the village, if they haven't been here before, beyond the amazing experience of going through the gates, which I think is exclusive and in and of itself, but also when we're walking around the village, we always talk about the fact that we don't have to paint our ceilings because we have natural blue skies here in Colorado.
There's so much to appreciate right now, and to see Beaver Creek as we know it, but in a whole new light. So village-wide, for people to kind of be driven more to learning more about that and to book their experience, there's a website.
There is. It's beavercreekvillagewide.com, and you can source the program there, request rates or availability, and also there's a place where you can see all of the incentives and the activation dates for those, and there's some really fun things that groups can do to make the experience memorable.
Spa treatments.
Oh, yes.
Fly fishing.
Right.
Your wedding. They're back.
right? Definitely. So we're really excited about the launch of this, and all of the lodging partners here, restaurants, and the merchants are really excited about the opportunity to host some large groups, which we've done successfully over time, but I think it's kind of been a well-kept secret.
Tell us about the spa then, Sanitas. Let's just start there.
So we joke a lot about the spa being an indoor sport, where you're talking about
Yes.
outdoor, indoor.
Look at this.
Spawing is an indoor sport, so regardless of the weather, and we have a really fun experience here that if you haven't been here, you may not have heard about, the Aqua Sanitas, which is a 5-stage Roman baths experience.
Oh, wow.
And I think we're the only one in the Midwest. I think there's maybe one on the East Coast and a couple on the West Coast that have a 5-stage, different temperature experience that is supposed to completely kind of soak through your muscles and your ligaments and your bones by the time you're done. And it's really fun. If you'd like to learn more, the spa is Exhale Spa. And so we have that here. It's a very large footprint spa, 23 treatment rooms.
Wow. Okay, so if you're used to this experience anywhere else and you've been to Beaver Creek before but didn't realize a provision like this was possible, it is. And it's called Village Wide. And the website, once again, so people can kind of activate.
BeaverCreekVillageWide.com, and that's village.
Okay.
Tricia, I'm sure you have questions.
Oh, you know what? I love it how you say we don't have to paint the ceilings, because that's what they have to do in Vegas. You're just in this fake surrounding all this time, and nothing's fake over here. Hey, but I've done the Aqua Sanitas, and that is really a cool experience to do, with a group of friends or your bridesmaids, or even a corporate trip. Have your meetings in the morning and then do a spa day in the afternoon. So it's really cool that people know about that.
Thank you very much, Heidi. Now back to you, Tricia.
Okay, all right, thanks you guys. So yes, Heidi and Ty standing by with that beautiful chandelier at the Park Hyatt. Just a great place to go, and that's really cool. Like, you don't have to have everyone just fit into one hotel. Beaver Creek Village with Dial Ride and the walking system so easily. You could bring large groups into the Beaver for your next big event. And Heidi's right. Wow, a lot of weddings got pushed out of 2020, even out of 2021. So I've really heard that 2022 is almost booked up, and you may have to push it to 2023, but she did say they have some weekends left in the fall, which is a beautiful time to get married up in the Vail Valley. All right, what are we looking at?
Yeah, let's do our last break.
Okay, we're gonna do a break, and we'll come back and say goodbye.
Skiing is more dangerous than ever due to crowded slopes and people skiing faster than their abilities allow. Hi, this is Joseph Block, a ski injury attorney at Block & Chaplot. If another skier or snowboarder hits you from behind and injures you, you're entitled to monetary compensation. Remember, the downhill skier has the right of way. The uphill skier has a responsibility to avoid skiers below.
If you've been injured, you need to call an attorney to protect your rights. It's important to preserve the evidence immediately. Call Block & Chaplot today at 970-926-1700. We've been doing this for over 30 years and have collected millions of dollars of compensation for injured skiers and snowboarders.
Block & Chaplot has offices in the Vail Valley, Frisco, and Denver to serve you. Your case is our priority.
If you've been injured in an automobile or ski collision, call us today at 970-926-1700 to speak to an attorney, or go to vailjustice.com.
You're probably wondering, what makes these chips taste so good? Here's a hint. It's lime. They taste like lime. Tostitos, get to the good stuff.
All right, we are back, and I want to give you just a quick idea of what's going on with the weather. We are at a winter storm warning all the way through till Thursday morning at 11 a.m. So get used to seeing these snowflakes. We're going to see it quite a bit. Yeah, every time we go to this shot, it starts looking a little bit kind of darker. The clouds are encroaching in, and we can see the snow flying kind of in the left-hand part of your screen, right by the evergreen tree. And the roads are going to get messy. So we're probably seeing the best conditions now that we're to see for the next several days. So be careful out there, slow it down, plan ahead, allow plenty of time to get to your destination, allow plenty of distance between you and the car ahead of you, the vehicle ahead of you, and make sure you've got good snow tires, or at least some all-season tires for you to wear. But up at Beaver Creek, if we've got Ty standing by, we can talk about a few things happening today, rain or snow or shine. We've got this happening. Oh, Ty, where are you now?
Well, it's Trisha Swenson. I'll let you know that it's kind of noisy in here. It's that sound of breakfast. The buffet is going on. People are maybe doing a little bit of work, getting ready for getting out to get out on the slopes for the day. I can't hear you, but I will say that Heidi really enjoyed kind of sharing with everyone the village-wide experience that Beaver Creek has to offer up here. So you can find out more about that once again by visiting their website, beavercreekvillagewide.com, taking that experience. Otherwise, just make your way to Beaver Creek and discover so much of it yourself. But I'm going to have a cup of tea, and I'll see you all tomorrow morning somehow, somewhere. Can't hear you.
Oh, you can't hear us. Okay, well, hey, you never know who Ty is going to run into at the restaurants. And last night, Ty ran into Kai. Kai Owens is back from the Olympics. She was skiing the moguls, and she's an Eagleville resident.
Oh, yeah.
So there we go. Yep, we got Ty with Kai. That was fun. So thanks for sending us that picture, Ty. Maybe you'll see someone at the restaurant there today.
You never know who you might run into in this fantastic world or just on this planet. So you just say hi. Just say hi. Can I get a picture with you? They'll say yes, they'll say no.
Can I get the selfie with you? All right. And hey, the 222 party on Tuesday, that's happening today. If you want to head up to Steady's Deck, which is between Chair 2 and the Eagle's Nest, right along Eagle's Nest Ridge, off to the right-hand side, you're going to find people up there dressed in tutus. Trexler Hearn, it's his birthday,
Happy birthday,
on this
Trexler.
date. So have some fun up there. And then don't forget to ski with the Ranger at 1:30. And also caricatures. Ty, you can get your caricature done with Ken Carpenter 4 to 6 p.m. So that's happening today. All right. Hey, get some bacon. Enjoy your tea. Thanks for your hard work out there today. All right, perfect. Bye, Ty. Bye. Thanks, everyone, for watching. Let's see. Do we have any more chat real quick? Let me see. I think we're good. We're good on the chat. So thank you all for watching. We'll see you tomorrow at 7:30 with snow totals, with weather conditions, road conditions, and so much more.